Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope the expiry day was fantastic and made some profits, enjoyed the profits. So today the gap down was unexpected for many of them, and many of them could have been trapped because yesterday we saw in the IV also like call I was very high. Call buyers were rushing for buying calls and they have been trapped completely. So we got the indications actually. It's not that we not got indications. Let us understand what happened in the market today and the viewpoint, what's the trend, how the expiry day was predicted last 2 weeks using the formula what I mentioned, how this time also happened. We'll understand the expiry day predictions, and over a period of time we'll understand the logics behind this expiry day predictions. Let's move into the market view with trading mantra. So trading mantra for the day is one can learn trading from anyone, but trading needs to be experienced by self. It is a self-realization. So like a lot of law students are coming out every year, year on year. But Ram Jethmalani is one person who nobody can forget as one of the best lawyers in the India. So similarly, like you can learn trading from anybody. You can have different styles, but you need to enjoy, realize, involve yourself, become passionate, learn, and then you become a good trader. So it's not that you cannot become a trader, but definitely your luck and your passion, your persistence is important for becoming a good trader. So you may be wondering that I'm giving so many strategies for you, okay, but it's not that one strategy suits everybody. One strategy, somebody may be looking interested in simple moving average, somebody in exponential moving average, somebody in Chimoku, somebody in super trend, and so many things. But you need some attachment to one particular indicator, and you will start believing that. So I'm giving the so many options available in the system trading world, so that one may be attached to one thing and you may be liking that. Because one food is not suitable for everybody. Though you may be vegetarian food, one thing cannot suit for everybody. So that's the objective of me giving you different tastes in my YouTube channel. So let's understand what happened in the market today, and we'll start with the power of 2. So in the power of 2, if you see, yesterday we got sell signal, and then after that it started coming down. So today in the learning part, actually there is a confusion in yesterday's video. It got uploaded and then it was not processing properly, then deleted and uploaded. So possible that they given some likes today. I'm not getting the required 50 likes, but it's fine. But I will take this excuse, and I will go for learning today what I promised yesterday about the filter condition for this new regression. So in the power of 2 we got sell signal. So new thing what I'm going to teach you today, we are going to make a modification in the power of 2 also. So watch carefully, don't miss the thing. Because if you ask again the same thing, power of 2, what is the modification, I will not be able to tell you. So the power of 2 gave a sell signal and we are about to get a buy signal, but it's fine. But till we get a buy signal, we will not do anything now. So coming to the expiry day prediction for Bank Nifty, last week exactly we closed at 11,300. This time also 11,300, around just 12 points only movement, nothing great. So Nifty has not moved anywhere else, just is roaming around this level and frustrating the traders who are having a different view. Somebody is selling 8,000, somebody is selling 12,000, and Nifty is not doing anything. Just it is taking rest around this 11,300 for 1 week. It took enough rest, and even Bank Nifty took big rest actually completely for almost 3 months now. We are just not doing anything else. Once it will give start the big move, which side we have to be get ready for that. So yesterday for Bank Nifty, the high low is there, midpoint 22,300 and option pain is 22,200. But I told you not only this, you have to look for the option pain of the month end also to have an idea. So, but not you have to go for that, but you get an idea. So what happened, since the option pain was down, even though we went above 22,400 levels, that time 22,400 levels, option pain was not moving. So it is adamant that it is not moving, and it has the potential of pulling the prices down to its level. So I was expecting that 22,200 could be the expiry. But what happened, suddenly the Fed news came, because news overrates all these technicals, I told you. Okay, so what happens, the news has a more power than technical analysis. So 2200 was expiry based on this I expected, but it gave more than that actually. So being the round number 22,000 levels, we got pulled down almost to this level actually. Today the GAN midpoint was 22,200, supposed to be around 2200 actually. So 22,000 levels. supposed to be around 2200 more possibly, in case if the news is not there. The Dow Jones also not moving down, but however because of the news we went extreme and closer to 22,000 levels. This is what I mentioned in the video also yesterday. And in case of Nifty, it is a very easy game. 11,400 was the pain actually, but however the option pain was month end was showing at 11,200. So something around so there will be gap down or there will be down move actually. We may not go above 11,400 was my expectation. So that's what happened actually. But 11,300 is the expiry that happened around the today midpoint also 11,300. So something around this between this only should happen. The expected means it's a round number 11,300 and also driven by the news. Dow Jones was down almost 150 points. That's the reason we closed around 11,300. Otherwise, we could have closed around 11,350 possibly. So this is the expiry day prediction and analysis. So this is the way you, because not exactly like mathematics, you tell oh, this plus this equal this like that. You can't tell the expiry prediction, but you have to use your views. As I told you yesterday in the trading mantra, you should use your market view analysis and technical analysis. Both is the two eyes of your trader. So that's the way you conclusion. Morning around 10:30 I told about this expiry prediction based on this logic only. 11,300 could be expiry and 20,000 for the expiry, round number being a round number also. That's also another point you have to consider. So exactly that we got it. So with God's blessing. So let us see just having a view and you go big on this, suddenly you tell so I put to 500 lots of option selling and do it, means that should not happen. What happens that you become more gut feeling and then you take some big positions without a hedging, means that time if something goes wrong then it's finished. Okay, so never go with so gut feeling. Slow and steady wins the race. You go for small quantities and try to make money. Our objective should be 5% per month is more than sufficient. 60% per annum return if you're getting, nothing like that. What else you want in life? Because managing huge amount with 5% is a big thing, you can do it. So coming to the view daily time frames. So Nifty, let me just take to this 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So in case of Nifty, it's about to break the channel, looking like to break the channel, but it's not broken channel. If 11,200 is broken, then this channel can be broken. So we have to wait for this opportunity, but not sure whether, because FIs are started diluting their long positions. We have to see whether they are going short or not. But Heikin Ashi is giving some indication. If you see, the always almost 5-6 green candles are forming, then 2-3 red candles, then again 5-6. The momentum has definitely come down. If you see 6 red candles, green candles, then just this time only 2 green candles formed, and then immediately after that red candle formed. So the momentum is on upside. Yes, a cool down actually. Definitely the things are not looking bright. High chance that this time the market can start coming down, looking for a correction, decent correction. Maybe we may test 11,000 and below that also possible. So one should be prepared for that. So I started a shorting 11,000 call with hedge of 11,500 call of the month and this weekly expiry. So the risk is 50 points. You can take that chance. If unless we get this green candle again, we have to be on the short side, because Heikin Ashi is giving this signal. But you have to hedge your positions, do some intraday also, so that you can make some good money. Arun up is still around 100 only. Still we have not got any signal from Arun. Unless we break 11,200, option pain also coming down. Naked shots is not acceptable. So you should not do it. It's very risky, because Nifty is like Reliance is supported. In case any down move, then media comes into the position and starts giving bullish moves. Lot of interviews, analysts telling the market will go to 11,600, 12,000 new high, all these things. So again the market started moving up. So unless the FIs dump their positions like what they done in March, the market may not tank like anything what happened that time, and also need to be supported by the US market, then only market can come down. Till the time it will be doing time pass only. In case of Bank Nifty, still the same position, which is there roaming in the between 2,000 points movement. Unless we need break 21,000 levels on downside or 20,000 upside, nothing will happen. And if you see Arun up has come down to 16 levels, big consolidations happening here. Very long time consolidations happening for 1 month completely. So wait for the moment. So what might happen is Arun up can come down to 0 and Arun down can start moving up, and that can catch up with the Nifty. Nifty can fall fast as compared to Bank Nifty, because Bank Nifty is completely weak, so may not fall so much fast as compared to the Nifty, because Nifty has gone overboard and running like anything. and Bank Nifty may not follow Nifty, but definitely Nifty can follow big momentum on the downside once it starts falling below 11,200 and catch up 11,000 in no time. So coming to the Ichimoku cloud also, here also indicating that 11,000 levels could be the big support. We should not go below 11,000 at any cost. If it goes, then some good momentum on the downside can come. Bank Nifty, big momentum can come only below 21,000 levels, so you have to be prepared for only that time. But because ADX is indicating that there is no trend at all, strength in the trend, we cannot see any big momentum coming on the downside also, unless the ADX started moving up. It has to move about 20 levels, then only the momentum on downside can come. Till the time it is going to be range bound only. VIX also is indicating that we are at 21 levels. There is no fear at all in the market, even though there is a down 70 points down is not a big deal for the traders and investors now, because everybody is looking at every dip as a buying opportunity. Let us see whether this can happen for a long time. So in case of Nifty, the consolidation was seen here and gave a breakout. Expected that we should reach this level, but gap down came. If maybe possible that in the next week we should go up and fill the gap if any down move should come, because it is island reversal. If you see here, went up, gap up, and say making some 4 candles in hourly chart, then coming down. This is island reversal. So this will be a big resistance going forward. There is less chance that we might break this on the upside. So look for this gap as a resistance here for Nifty. There is less chance that it may just fill the gap and start coming down. So any up move should be a selling opportunity till we don't break 11,500. So Bank Nifty, the same scenario, there is nothing change. It's a range bound. So the gap need to be filled actually completely here. Possible that can go up, do some filling, and then come down. So coming to the key data points, so do you take note of the call previous day high and previous day low, and put the previous day high. So tomorrow, like in case you are going for buying option, it is not good advisable, because Friday normally the options will be very high rate. You look for the shorting opportunity based on the long breakout and short breakout levels. So 22,000 put option, today's high was almost 448. So we may not break 448 on the upside. We close at 396. In case it goes down around 450, then you look for shorting opportunity on the put side. In case any gap down comes, it's a very good opportunity to short the put options, because it's a very good rate you are getting for the put option. Because option pain is around 22,000 levels for next week expiry. So there is less chance that we may just move tomorrow any option pain, unless otherwise Dow Jones gives some lead today. Coming to the another key data points, the PCR for Nifty is 1.24. It is bullish, no doubt. It has to come below 1, then only some bearish move can come. So till the time, put traders are using opportunity every dip to write the put options. And Bank Nifty, it is bearish, which is below 1. Both are giving divergence here also. And in case of futures, definitely they have dumped 19,000 contracts today, FIS. That is the reason it has come down to 10,000 contracts yesterday. If you see, yesterday they were holding 34,000 contracts. Now they have dumped almost 20,000 contracts. 24,000 contracts they have dumped. That is the reason it has come down to 10,000 only. So if you see here, they are holding 19,000, suddenly increased to 10,000, 20, 30,000. Then they are reduced to 10,000 now. So anytime. And also here, if you see increase 1 lakh contracts, they increase long puts. That's a very dangerous situation. You have to be very, very cautious. Anytime in the past also, they have not gone so much big, above 1 lakh. In March they have done. You have to be very, very cautious now. Long put options, they are taken to 1 lakh 2,000. So use any rise to short the calls, and possibly you can short 11,000 calls of September expiry and hold with buying call option of 11,600 calls, 16 rupees is trading only. Your risk is maybe 100 points in Nifty. Okay, and every rise use for intraday to short the calls, but don't do naked. But definitely the things they are preparing something for the big down move possibly. But you have to be very, very cautious about this. Lakshman Rekha is indicating that we are not having any problem as of now. We are just above the Lakshman Rekha only. Unless 21,752 is the Lakshman Rekha for original month beginning, and then trailing stop loss 21,865. So both are near 100 points gap. If you move futures move 100 points down and close tomorrow, then get ready for some down move, because this time it can break 21,500 and test 21,000 also. But for that we need to get the lead from the option pain, because if you see here, the highest open interest of puts is 20,000 levels. Normally they hold the put option near the pain. If you see last 2-3 days they've been holding near the option pain. So today this time they are starting with the 20,000 put option. Okay, so you have to look for this, whether they are coming to 21,000 levels. At least they are shorting the puts very far actually. So that is what you have to be very concerned. And in case of call option, 23,000 calls they are shorting. So in case of put IV, there is a big demand for put IV. 21 is a put IV demand. If you ask compared to call is 14.76. So they will use the opportunity to trap the option put option buyers. And here similarly for Bank Nifty also, 20,000 put IV is 34 as compared to call IV is 24. So here also they may trap. So thing is that whenever the market moves on downside, you buy put option, then you will get trapped. Similarly, when you buy call option, the market is going up, you will get trapped. That's the way how option buyers make lose money, because the momentum is on the higher side. That's the higher side, the market is moving. That time the premium is very high. You end up paying more money that time for buying options. So you should not do that mistake. If you are buying options, you will be very quick in the momentum. You go up, the price goes up, you sell it and come out. Because holding the option overnight definitely will kill you. The same thing happened yesterday. Somebody who bought a call option seeing the market momentum going up, expecting the Nifty will go to 11,500, 11,600. Those who bought call option would have been killed today by immediately gap down. Because as I mentioned, for option buyers, you cannot do hedging. Option sellers, you can do hedging, record some amount. But option buyers cannot do hedging. It's one simple rule you should remember. In case of moving averages, we have very good support at 11,200. So 11,200 is very important support. Below this, then market can go down to 11,000 levels also easily. So very careful with Nifty. Just we have 100 points only. 11,300 is the spot now. 11,200 is the 20-day moving average. Below this, you have to be on the naked shorts only. Okay, definitely you can have a hedge by buying some call options. Go for seriously 11,000 call options, shorting of September expiry without any problems at all. And here in case of Bank Nifty 21,900 is the 20-day moving average. Here also 100 points only leverage you have. So below this, if any gap down comes and sustains below this, then you can go for another 400 500 points easy short. Coming to the GAN midpoint, 11,326, we closed below this level. And in case of Bank Nifty, just a few points only, 15 points away only. So not much deal actually. But in case of weekly trend, tomorrow we should not close below 11,250 at any cost. Any close below 11,250 next week can be bearish. Be careful. In case of Bank Nifty 2950 level, not much gap, only 50 points away. In case we are closing below weekly trend, this midpoint trend, then be ready for some bigger down move on the downside next week. Okay, so I will not tell you about this in Telegram channel. You can see this and take note. Remember this, because these are all things you should remember by heart when you're trading with Nifty and Bank Nifty. So 11,250 for Nifty and 22,000 levels below this, if it sustains, next week can be a bearish week. So get ready for the bearish week next week depending on tomorrow's close. Because already like FIs are building the short positions, long put, so maybe they are having some big plans on downside also possible. We have to be cautious. So long breakout, short breakout level for Nifty and Bank Nifty, 22,105 is the level. Long breakout looks very less chance of going long breakout unless some positive news comes unexpected to trap the put option buyers. We can go for long positions here. Better tomorrow is 22,000 short. Whenever the rises, market Bank Nifty rise, 22,000 call can be shorted. On dips, 20,000 put can be shorted, and start building positions. Straddles with Bank Nifty 20,000 levels, because it is trading at 700 premium. So there is high chance that we may get at least 200 to 300 points in case even if it goes below 20,000 levels. But in case intraday levels, you just short more calls in case it is going below 22,000 levels. But you have to be very cautious with the puts, because suddenly dip comes and the ADX also goes up, then the market can spike on the downside suddenly. Never take short positions naked. Always hedge your positions, know your risk. So tomorrow, like even 500 points gap down comes also, what's the risk you should know. For example, you are taking a short straddle of 20,000 call and put just one lot. So you are collecting around 700 points premium. There is less chance that even gap down 1,000 points comes. The option pain is there to support you. One lot, nothing will happen. Okay, it's okay, fine. When you're carrying 5 lots or 10 lots overnight without any hedge on the downside or upside, then it becomes risky to handle. because it is can kill all the profits what are made in the last 1 week or 1 month. Okay, so that's the risk management you should know.
It's 8
So
o'clock.
2100 on the downside, because only 100 points more. If you see the gap between the long breakout and short breakout, just 200 points away. So anytime breakout on this level, they can give good momentum on the downside or upside. It can be any side, so you have to be very cautious, and remember this long breakout, short breakout levels for Bank Nifty. And in case of Nifty also, the gap is just 70 points away. 11,350 long breakout and 11,272 is the short breakout for Nifty. So coming to the learning time. So yesterday about the filter I told. So I want to introduce to something important, one indicator or a tool. We cannot tell as indicator, it's a tool actually. So the person who found this tool is called Ginley. So he made research of his 40 years of experience, whatever about the market, studying the markets. He found one tool which want to give the traders an edge of how to understand the market trend. So because you use a simple many people use simple moving average, exponential moving average. Okay, and there are so many moving average also, 10, 20, 40, 50, 100, 200, so many things are there. And also moving average, what it does, it just takes the average of the past 10 days or 20 days, whatever, and then does this. It doesn't give any importance to the movement, how speed the price moves, how speed the price moves on the fast market, slow market, bull market, bear market, or non-trending market. It doesn't take into consideration these moving averages. This one indicator takes into consideration everything actually. It is very dynamic, and it is very difficult to plot in Excel also. It is not available for free if you see in search in the Google. And also this is very it's called, that's the reason it's called McGinley dynamic indicator. This one indicator can change your life. Just plot this. So what I am doing is now, so the power of 2, first I gave you about, I have not explained about this indicator in this power of 2. Now I am introducing this new indicator in power of 2, which can give more weightage to the power of 2, and you will not get so many whipsaws also like power of 2. You can do the back testing with a normal simple moving average of 2200 and dynamic indicator of 2200 also. Okay, so this is very powerful. I will show you some back testing of how you can see the dynamic moving average is coming. So you can see this moving average is available in the investing.com also. So I will just show you here. Okay, let me just open this. So in the indicators, you select here, you type here McGinley. Okay, McGinley dynamic. So this is one indicator. Okay, so in this what is the period you have to use? Okay, depends on what is the period you want to use. There are different methods actually, but the most highly interesting and more useful method, I will tell you parameters. One is the moving average crossover, which is, you can tell, 50, and then another one is 200 crossover. Okay, that's one thing you can do on daily charts for you to get some good result. I will tell you intraday also, like 5 minutes moving average, how you can do it also. So this is for people who are investors who are want to take position on this any particular stock. You can try this actually. Okay, if you see here 200 moving average is what is gets good support, and 20 moving average is what you can see here. Any crossover is a negative in the daily charts. You can see here, what happening. 20 moving average, once it broke, how you are getting this. No, you will not get so many whips. If you see here the support, see where you are getting in Nifty. In the down move, this is where you get support. So when this McGinley indicator is going up, it is uptrend. The price is sustaining above this, like Ichimoku cloud. Price sustaining above this is bullish. Price sustaining below this bearish. Here, if you see here, just 20 moving average, so 50 moving average. This not moving average, sorry. McGinley dynamic indicator, 50 period moving average, 50 period parameter. Once it broken this, see the down move we got, no whips or nothing here. Okay. Now we will try this in our power of 2 also. So just you can research on this also more. I gave the lead for this McGinley dynamic. It's a very powerful tool. You can do a lot of research on this now. I will not tell so many things on this now itself. I want to keep the videos simple. So here in the power of 2, what I am doing is, in this power of 2, I am giving McGinley dynamic 20 and 200. The same thing, instead of simple moving average, I am giving McGinley dynamic 20 and 200. Same thing, just nothing else. Once you see the breakout, the crossover coming here, it's going to be very powerful, more than the simple moving what you saw in the earlier times. Now, till the time you don't give a crossover, you can see independently now here also. You can see independently how this is coming. This is for Bank Nifty. Let us see what happened here when you got the buy signal here. Just see here, we got a sell signal with the gap down. So we cannot consider 22,000 level what they got sell signal. When we got buy signal here around this time, 21,775. Okay, there is no loss here. At least some profit is there. It's not that even in spite of gap down, we not made any loss. And then here where we got a buy signal, okay, sell signal. Let us see where we got sell signal. This is a buy signal we got here, 21,774. So here if you see here this is where we got a sell signal, 22,223. So this is where we got here sell signal. So you can just have a look at it, try back testing this McGinley dynamic, replace 20 and 200. This is what you have to see. Okay, for Nifty also same thing, you can try this McGinley dynamic. So this is what I want to teach you about McGinley dynamic today. It's a very interesting indicator. In another one, what I want to show you is this one. So take the 5-minute chart for intraday purpose. You want to see any whipsaw doesn't come, take 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart and take McGinley here, same thing. It is in trading view actually. McGinley dynamic. Oh sorry, this is not this one. I'd use this one. McGinley dynamic. Okay, here what you can do is use 40. Okay, for intraday purpose, to just in case you are shorting the put option or call option, that time to not to avoid this whipsaw, you can try this. You can try this, and there is option like instead of a straight line, you want to have a different option. What you can do is go to settings, and the style. What you can do is you can try the black color, very interesting, and here use a step line. It comes like a step. Okay, and let us have some thick line until okay. So you can see like a steps it is coming. Once it is started coming narrow, then you see today what happened here after the gap down. Several times it came here. It tried to go above this, but could not go above this. Till the time we don't see any close once full candle formation above this McGinley dynamic 40 in 5-minute chart, you cannot need not go long. You have to remain short and sell. What are the strike price here? You can see here. You can sell this strike price call options. So till the time we don't see any move above this, you short here call options with this strike price, and with the stop loss whenever this moving above this McGinley dynamic. Similarly, if it is moving up for above this, you can short this strike price whatever the McGinley dynamic is showing. This strike price whatever you are showing, this strike price put options you can short as a stop loss very close, because it moves very slowly and understands the market movement, and accordingly it moves. It is not like a simple moving average or an exponential moving average. It's a dynamic moving average. The calculations are different. It's not like a normal simple moving average or exponential moving average. Hope you like this indicator, like this video. Please subscribe and like the channel so that I can bring you with more interesting facts on your trading styles. Okay, thank you so much.